Boy, this is really exciting as the life and story of one of Ohio's most legendary women is on display now here in Cleveland at the Alcott Theater.
Erma Bombeck, at wits end, celebrates the life and legacy of the late columnist. Telling her story is the one woman herself, actress and author Pam Sherman. Good morning to you. Welcome to Fox 8 News.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, so exciting to have you here. Let's talk about so this is all kicking off this weekend here in Cleveland about this such a famous Ohioan, right?
It's so amazing to do this here in Cleveland, in Ohio, where just a few miles away, Erma went to University of Dayton and was a celebrated member of the Dayton community.
Yeah.
But the playwrights are actually from Chagrin Falls, Peggy and Allison Engel, and it was their dream to have this show done at the Cleveland Playhouse, which is an iconic Tony Award-winning theater, and I'm just thrilled to be here doing it in Ohio and getting to know Cleveland too.
But you've also done this production in other states too as well.
Yes.
So this is a huge thing, even much bigger than Cleveland.
We've been really lucky. Everywhere we go, this sells out, and I think it's a testament to who Erma Bombeck was, that we all need that light and humor and perspective about what it was like to be a housewife in the 1960s, but more important, what it's like to be a wife, a mother, a woman in the world.
Yeah.
So it's a great human story that men and women and intergenerational, I mean, I love when I see young people in the audience getting to know her. They might laugh at the digital, the dialing of the phone.
Right.
Or might not even know what that is.
Right. Or an
what
iron.
What is that lady doing there?
What's the concept of an iron?
Right, that too, yeah.
And you kind of have a parallel thing. You did some syndicated column work as well. Erma was doing that. So that's got to be kind of interesting to kind of see how both your lives parallel, and now you're coming together to be this one woman.
There's no question she was an inspiration for every single mommy blogger, female columnist. She was in 900 newspapers. I was lucky enough to write for the USA Today network for 15 years. I don't even think there were that many newspapers in the network. But we all live in a digital world. Remember opening the newspaper
of course,
and seeing what's she going to say today? She wrote 3 columns a week from 1964 until her passing, plus 18 separate books.
Wow.
She was so prolific.
And on Good Morning America, and then the magazines, those were so big too. Good Housekeeping.
Absolutely.
And Red Week.
I mean, she was, if you think about, everyone's so excited to get quoted by Oprah. It was really Erma Bombeck who saw herself as really a journalist telling stories about what it was like to be a woman in America. And that's what I love.
And using humor in a way that even men could enjoy and think was clever and funny.
Absolutely. And for me, my column, I like to say my husband, who I'm married to for 40 years, was always an inspiration for my father. And my kids too. And there's no question that she was an inspiration when I was asked to write a column about my life in a cornfield,
So this is a one-woman show.
That's just me.
As people are gathering, 183 people will be able to watch this at one time at the Alcott Theater there at Playhouse Square. A very intimate setting where you're able to kind of just really connect with people on that level.
Oh, the audience is part of the show.
Yeah.
They call it a one-person show, but it is not a one-person show. First of all, there's all the incredible creative professionals at the Cleveland Playhouse who have brought this show to life, from the director to the lighting designer to the set designer to all of the professionals who have to follow me every night. Right. And then the audience, it is intimate. They're right there in my house. So we're all seeking human connection. Theater does that. It is an exchange of heartbeats in the moment, and I feel so honored when I look up and I see an audience just soaking in her story and taking time away from all the noise to settle into a different time, but that still is relevant today, absolutely relevant today.
What's the feedback been like for you that you're hearing, that you're seeing, that you're reading about with this production and you and
Well, there's
Erma
excitement.
and what people are learning about her?
Most important, the fact that people are buying tickets to me is the best
huge.
feedback that you can get.
Right, of course.
Because the more people we have, there's a swell of connection when there's a larger audience. But everybody, I'm seeing like a lot of mm-hms and shaking of heads in performance, which is really great. Yeah. And then the surprising parts of her story that people probably didn't know, that in addition to writing her column and working on Good Morning America, she was an activist for the women who didn't have a voice, housewives, women working in the home. And that's still an issue today, right? So I just love that that was a big surprise for me, finding that out about her, because I always thought that she was just funny Erma. But she was
empowering. Yeah.
She was more than funny. She was poignant, she was heart-filled, and she was powerful.
We have a lot to learn from her, right?
Absolutely.
And we can do that through the play.
We love your hair there, by the way.
Yes, look at that.
Yeah, don't I look different?
Now through August 20th at the Outcall Theater there at Playhouse Square at Wits End. It's the story of Erma Bombeck. Go check it out. We have information and a link on how you can get tickets right on our website, fox8.com. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a delight to
and
have
come
you
to the
here.
show. I can't wait
we
to
want
see
to
you
come.
there.
Yes, we do.
You especially.
We've heard
I'll learn a lot, I'm sure.
Bring the guys. It's not just a woman's thing.
Not.
Please bring them. The message will resonate, right?
That's it, for sure.